Fellow tribe members, how are you? We have an assistant today. This is Thor. He jumped up right before I went live. So, how are you guys doing today? Say hi, Thor. So, yeah, I haven't done a live in a couple of weeks, and yeah, so it's time to get on. Welcome all the new tribe members. So, welcome. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. I see we have Donna and Kayla. Hey, Kalani. So, how did you guys fare for Christmas? You guys didn't do too badly, did you? What did I have? I had some ham, some burger patties, possibly a ribeye, but I don't remember. I don't know. I did good. Donna's in Oregon. Is it cold up there? Hey, Don. And Susan is a new member. Welcome. Okay, this is an interesting comment. She says she could have done better. Yes, it's true. We all could have done better, but you're not eating the sad diet anymore. So you're already doing better. If you want to share how badly you did, go ahead. No judgment here. But the important thing is that we need to acknowledge what we've done and then maybe kind of work it out in our heads a little bit why, and then do better. Cold and rainy. We had like 2 days of rain. I think it was a couple days ago. It was really cold. There you go. Saying no to family. Yeah, it's really easy. It's no. Or when my family says silly things, I say, stop that. Works pretty good. Hey, Betsy. I bet they were delicious, Dawn. Okay, bye, kitty. Brenda, I have not done keto for... Okay, it disappeared on it. Where'd it go? I have not done keto for 3 years. Would it be best to start the challenge with traditional keto? I think it's best to start how you would feel comfortable and how you are going to stick with it. When I started carnivore, I really had no choice. I had to go cold turkey. But people who do have a choice, if you think that you're going to have an issue sticking with it, then sometimes it's best to start in a way that is more comfortable for you. If you think you can go guns blazing and be fine, do it. If you think that you're the type of person that needs to step into it, then I would do that. So yeah, you know yourself best. So whatever it is that you know you're going to stick with, that's what you need to do. And if you're incorporating Neisha's challenge of consistency, then just keep yourself accountable and you should do great. Oh, and put a Q in front of your questions so I don't have a hard time finding them. Hey, a fellow Arizonian. Fort Huachuca. Is that close to Tucson? I don't know. Welcome. Welcome, sorry. Another Arizonian. Nice. Maybe we should like organize a meetup or something because there are a lot of people in Arizona. Hmm. Susan, I was too. I was beyond sick. So every time I would eat, I would have horrible stomach cramping and bloating. And so it got to the point where I dreaded eating. Um, the stomach pain went away so quick on carnivore. It was just amazing. And I haven't touched a plant since. I refuse to. Probably never again. Oh, sorry, country mute. Country mule. Thanks for helping me with the pronunciation. Two hours south. Okay. All right. Give me your PhD questions, and that includes lifestyle, anything pretty much you want to ask. Here I am. And we got some regular YouTubers here too. So I went public with this one because, like I said, I haven't done a video in a while. And I have like videos that I want to upload, but I can't edit them because my computer is not keeping up with my editing software. So we're stuck with lives right now. Coming up on 1 month, carnivore in ketosis, glucose under 100, gain 5 pounds. Okay, yeah, this is normal. And the best thing to do is to stay off the scale and use a measuring tape or go by how your clothes feel, because it is very possible while you are losing fat that you are also gaining muscle. That's why the scale is, I don't know, a lot of people call it a lying bee. Just use a measuring tape or, go buy your clothes. 5 pounds is not a big deal. Some people do gain a little weight while their body is adjusting to the new eating, way of eating lifestyle. So while it's going through this transition, your weight could fluctuate a little bit. It could be fluid. So I wouldn't panic. It's most likely not fat. But yeah, once you considerably up your protein, you just start putting on muscle, doing everyday things. So could be that. All right, I will start thinking of a meetup. Yeah, I think it will be fun. Coach Mitzi came to visit Tucson, and me and Paola were able to meet her. And we went shopping downtown and picked up these shirts. I thought it was funny. But she's great. And I would love to meet tribe members or even YouTubers here in Arizona. That would be great. What you got? Got it. Susan, that's fantastic. Huzzah. Well, here you go. This is what you want to look for, not that digital estimate on a scale, and it doesn't even tell you what kind of weight you gained or lost. So go buy your clothes. Definitely, 100%. All right. Waking up in the middle of the night every night now on carnivore to pee, even though I don't drink water 3.5 hours. Want to sleep completely through the night. Suggestions. Okay. So when you eat a lot of carbs and junk, you retain water. So if you are waking up to pee in the middle of the night, that is the water leaving your body. So as the inflammation is coming down, it's not going to hold on to that water anymore. And the only place it has to go is for you to pee it out. So I can't remember how long it lasted for me. It was at least, I don't know, maybe a week and a half. I was waking up in the middle of the night to use the restroom. And you will notice it because you will pee out way more than you're putting in. So just bear with it, it will go away. Hey, Twin Brook. Nice to see you. But yeah, I would say the first 8 weeks, your body is going to go through a lot. First is the shock of changing your diet. Your gut bacteria is going to go a little crazy. Your system functions in general are going to go, whoa, what the hell is going on? But kind of in a good way because you're feeding your body with good food and not the junk anymore. So, but it is going to go through a period of chaos. And one of those things is dumping all of that stored water. Sleep's going to be a little weird. I remember there was a few nights where I only got about 4 hours of sleep and I could not for the life of me get back to sleep. So I had to nap a little sometimes during the day. But it will eventually work itself out and it's totally worth it. Headaches and detox from sugar and other carbs is really a pain in the butt. But again, it's worth it just going through that. Just make sure you're keeping up with your electrolytes. A lot of people who start keto or carnivore think, well, I feel perfectly fine. I don't need electrolytes. Yes, because you still have electrolytes stored in your bones and in other places in your body, but you're going to deplete those because not as much is coming in, and your minerals would be stored in retained water. And once you're not retaining water anymore, your stores are practically gone, and what's in your body, that's all that's left. And I think it was about a month and a half into carnivore, I started to feel it. My legs felt like they were getting heavy, really heavy, like boulders. So it was difficult to walk upstairs. It was like I had to pick up my legs to go up. That's sodium. And I had no idea. So when I finally learned about electrolytes, I was like, perfect. And nothing was wrong anymore. So you might think in the beginning that you don't need them. You do need them. Yes, that was huge for me. Once my sleep started figuring itself out and I stopped dumping all my retained water, my energy went through the roof. Like I popped out of bed, ready to go. There was no period of waking up. I was up and I was ready. I told my dad about it and he's all like, wow, I would love that kind of energy. And I was like, well, you need to go carnivore. He says he's going to go carnivore January 1st. And I swear I'm going to hold him to it. Yes, 100%. We don't have that extra fluid in our body anymore. We're not storing sodium, we're not storing magnesium or anything like that. You need to take your electrolytes. It will catch up to you. Yes. In fact, for you new people, if you go to Dr. Berry's YouTube page, do a search for Dr. Berry Salt, and then you're going to see maybe 2 interviews pop up with Dr. James DiNicolantonio. I know that's a mouthful, but he wrote the book, The Salt Fix. So if you want to read that book, I highly recommend, and you can get like the gist of it from the 2 interviews that he did with him. I also have several of other Dr. D. Nicolantonio's books, and I highly recommend. But yeah, I think around month 4, my energy kind of slumped a little bit. Dr. Berry did that interview. I upped my salt, and I'm like better than the Energizer Bunny. I just keep going and going and going. Hey Tina, what's up? You missed the beginning. We were talking about doing a Arizona meetup. I do believe she lives right up the street from me. I still haven't met you. I'm gonna get to it. We're gonna meet. I promise. Let's see. Why weight loss stalled after 75 days of pure carnivore? Okay, your body's probably getting comfortable with your routine and you need to shake things up a bit. It's like really hard to answer that question completely without knowing some more details. Mountain Dolly, are you in the community? And if you are, you can send me a direct message and we can try and pinpoint it. Sometimes it's as simple as maybe you added a food that's new and your body's all like, nope. Stevia would stall me. Dairy will stall me. Let's see. And like I said earlier, your body just got comfortable. What you can do, well, at least what I did at one point was, I think I ate like 3,400 calories. I don't count calories, but it's on my carb manager, so I know how many calories I ingested. But I ingested a lot. I think some people call it priming, where you just eat and eat and eat. You eat even if you're not hungry and just have a meal. And then you can do like this 48-hour fast. And then bam, it was back to losing again. But it's very important to prime before you do those kinds of fasts. And not all the time. I did it just to kind of shake things up a little bit. Also, when I got into CrossFit, I stalled for a while because I was just doing too much. I was doing weight training 3 to 4 days a week, and I would do CrossFit 2 days a week. Once I stopped the CrossFit, I went back to normal. Let's see, where am I? It happens, Tina. You need to go back to your why and remind yourself of your why every day. Or you could write it on like a Post-it or something and paste it in your truck where you'll see it all the time. Because I know it's hard. I know it's hard to be a truck driver and do this. It's so much easier to be able to do it at home and cook, and you're not going into, gas stations all the time, being around all that temptation. It's really difficult. But you got this. I know you do. So that helps too. And you could try just upping your fat. This was for the other question for the stall. You could try upping your fat more too. because fat does not make you fat, and fat will not keep you fat. Eat fat. Especially when you get to the end of your journey, you're going to have to up that fat way up because that is your new energy source. We are now fat burners and no longer sugar burners. So that's going to be our fuel source once it's been sucked out of our bodies. Ah, here's the corrected one. Wow, here's interesting. Some people are really sensitive to stevia. I'm slightly sensitive to stevia. One, I cannot tolerate it anymore. In fact, I cannot tolerate hardly any sweet taste. I have to drink everything, like all my electrolytes are unflavored. Nothing tastes better to me than salt on a steak, salt on my eggs. I have to eat butter throughout the day. I take little spoonfuls of butter. I even salt the top of my butter in the butter dish. So I'm an extremely salty person. But I don't like sweet anymore. I crave the salt. Help with prep ideas. Tina, have you seen the video me and my husband did on Carnivore on the Road? Because I know there are a lot of drivers out there, especially ones that are joining PhD. And so I asked him a whole bunch of questions. It was kind of like an interview joint kind of video thing. And he put in a lot of good pointers there. So if you haven't seen that, try that first. And then send me a message in Mighty Networks and we'll talk. And then maybe I can give you his number. So if you need more details, he can help you with Carnivore on the Road. Yes, my husband's he's gonna get a grill. He was talking with Carnivore Werewolf, who's also in the community and has his own YouTube channel, but he's thinking about getting a grill, like a foreman grill or something like that, or a skillet to cook steaks because he packs a lot of burger patties and he vacuum seals them and freezes them. But sometimes he really misses a steak, but doesn't have anything to cook it on. So he's thinking about getting a skillet, which I think is a good idea. So that's an option too. He's making butter bites. Some people really like those. I tried them. I just can't get into them. I just really like salted butter. And my husband's so cute. He ate the last of the butter, so he put in a new stick of butter, and then I looked at the salt on top. It was so pitiful, and I was like, "No, no, no! This is how you salt it." I was like, "The top should glitter and glisten with salt," and he just laughed at me because yeah, I'm funny like that. Oh, great! Yeah, awesome. Now my husband, he wants to eat steak. He doesn't want to eat out at restaurants anymore. He wants steak. So, yeah. No, Tina, I see your sweets comment. Every time I have a craving for sweets, and it usually happens after I eat cheese, because that little bit of lactose in there just it sets off cravings, and then I'll get other cravings for sweets, and I know that's not coming from a place within my hunger, and I don't call them real cravings. I call them, brain cravings. So I'll just eat bacon until I'm stuffed to the point where even the thought of any more food would just be, not good. And then I don't have that craving anymore. Just drown it in butter or bacon or. Hey, Neisha. We were talking about your challenge earlier and the planner and staying consistent. Those wanting to start out. I think joining the consistency challenge is great, especially if you're just coming into this and you're not really sure how you're going to do. If you're focused on being consistent, then that's perfect. So I highly recommend. How do you make butter bites? Okay, so I've done it once, and there are tons of videos on YouTube for making butter bites. So I put like a ceramic pan on low heat, and I put a stick of butter in there, and you just stir very slowly. And then you will notice the bottom will start to turn brown. And you'll also see it bubbling a little bit, and you just keep stirring it and stirring it. And once the bubbles go away and you start seeing that brown color, then you're pretty much done. You let that cool just a little bit and pour it into silicone molds and stick them in the fridge, and you have butter bites. But like I said, I've only done it once, so I would go and watch a video just in case I left a step out. Yes, we're in this together, 100%. If you're struggling, reach out to your fellow tribe members, reach out to coaches. Don't wait until you feel completely overwhelmed or hopeless. There is help all around you, and I can't even tell you how wonderful these tribe members are. And they go in and they answer chats and they answer, posts in the community before a coach even notices it. So you have help everywhere. And if you ever need to message a coach, just click on the profile picture and it'll automatically open up a chat window for you to reach out to us. And we're here to help. That's why we're here. Compelled to help. That's why we stuck around. So you're never alone. Even if you need to vent, if you really need to vent, I'm your girl. I'm Air Force brat, Army wife who he's now a trucker. So I've heard it all. I'm your girl. You are never bothering me. What? You're okay. No, you're not talking me into a cold plunge. No, 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 no. Nope. I am very stubborn. You are not talking me into a cold plunge. I wish you luck. I'm a tough cookie to crack. I might do sauna stuff, like heat stuff. I would love to find a wet sauna and just sweat and sweat and sweat. It's hard to sweat in Arizona. It really is. I lived in North Carolina, sweated so easily. I've lived in Colorado. You can't sweat. You can't really sweat here. But growing up in Okinawa, oh yeah, that was a sweat box. A little. That was crazy. Yeah, Arizona, I drink a ton of water, barely sweat. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Nisha's video on the cold plunge, you can just see it in her face. You can see it. It looked like she was in pain to me, and I don't know. Mad props to you for doing that. I don't know. I don't think I could do it. Oh, Nisha, you're so sweet. I guess I am a comforting coach. You definitely will be heard. Um, if I can't help you, I know who to send you to. But I've been through a lot, and most of that was in the short 14 months I was on the plant diet. I tell you what, if you want to wreck your health and get nutrient deficient as quickly as possible, get on the plant diet. I might still be a little bit mad about that, but not so much anymore because now I'm on the proper human diet and all is good. Hey, Ellen, what's up? Betsy, yes. See, we had a wet sauna in Colorado at the YMCA. I cannot find them here. You would think that they would be very popular in Arizona because it's so dry. But no. Even when I have my humidifier on full blast, my drinks of ice water will sweat. I will not sweat. My cups will sweat. I can't sweat. So I need a wet sauna. I think I'm just gonna have to buy my own. That's all there is to it. Tina, does Choose Fitness have a wet sauna or no? Deborah's making butter bites tonight. She did sound better. I didn't know she was sick. I mean, other than the minor coughing that she was doing when she was talking, she sounded great. And I think that has to do with proper human diet because I caught a cold, what, 2, 3 months ago? Instead of feeling like death for a week, it was like 2 days. It was fantastic. Like a Tina, like a steam sauna where it's all like you could see the water particles flying in the air, kind of wet sauna. And you definitely didn't look sick either. Not at all. Like you had a cold. I couldn't tell. And that was the thing with me too. My husband called from the road and he's like, "You don't sound like you're sick." And I was like, "I know, it's the weirdest thing, but I really am sick. I promise." Oh, darn it. It's like one of those dry saunas. Oh well, the search continues. Betsy, yes, she did. She went live in her group, so I'm pretty sure she posted the replay. I don't know if she put the replay in her group or if she put it for watch the replays. So check that out. Yeah, my son caught it too. My daughter brought it home from work, and I was like, "Oh, I might not get sick," but I did a little bit. And then after I felt better, then my son caught it, and we just bounced back so quick. I need to do a fast too. It's been a while. I think the last one I did was a 24-hour fast. My parents were taking me to Texas Roadhouse. I always get the 20-ounce ribeye. So I knew I did not want to eat because I wanted to eat that whole steak. And so I ate the steak and like a half a rack of ribs. It was so good. But yeah, it amazes my dad. He's like, "I can't believe you can eat like that." And I was like, "Well, I'm hungry. Body needs nutrition." Okay. Tucson Cold Plunge has one. Tucson Cold Plunge. I mean, there's a place here that has cold, it's called Tucson Cold Plunge. I don't want to go there. Don't tell me where it is. Yes, Betsy. Longhorn makes a good ribeye. Uh, Unfortunately, the restaurant that's in Tucson close to me, it must be their cooks. I don't know what it is, but I will not eat one there. I have to go over to the one on, I think it's on Oracle. That's the one I ate at with Paola and Mitzi when she was visiting, and they made it perfect. So if I have to drive at least half an hour to get to that one if I want to eat at Longhorn. There you go. Start a challenge with a fast. I remember when I watched Dr. Berry's video, the first time I ever seen his video, and I was cocky. I was like, I'm going to do a 3-day fast and then jump right into carnivore because I wanted to detox my body of all those plants. Don't do that. Don't do that. I had no idea what it meant to be a sugar burner versus a fat burner. So me thinking I've got this and I'm all good and I'm just going to start with a 3-day fast. Yeah, no. I needed to eat. And I quickly found that out. I think I made it like 30, 32 hours maybe. And I was just like, I was dragging so hard. I felt like I was so sick, like I had the flu. And I was like, Sarah, I need to eat something. I can't make it with you. Because she was like, what, 22? So she's just going into the 72-hour fast with me with all this energy. And I was like, I hate you. I got to eat something. She's like, it's okay, Mom, eat. I'll eat with you. I love that girl. Yes, sound effects of crash and burn. It was so crazy. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, wait, yeah, because I knew absolutely nothing about keto, ketovore, or carnivore. And I just thought I was, what's that thing we always accuse our kids of, being grown and knowing everything? No, I didn't know crap. But it was funny. When I look back on it, it was quite entertaining. But Ellen knows what she's doing. So, yeah, starting a challenge with a 24-hour fast is probably perfect if you're just starting the proper human diet. I do not recommend. See, now you guys got me thinking about ribs again, and get some ribs. I think I have some in the freezer outside. Maybe I need to thaw those. I don't want to cook today either. I let my air fryer cook some burger patties for me, and then I was like, that's it. I don't even want to cook a steak. Maybe I'll make some eggs. Oh, okay. Thanks for that link, Tina. I'll check it out. It does. I don't know what we're going to make for New Year's. What are you guys making for New Year's? I don't plan. I don't usually plan. I just wake up and cook whatever I feel like I'm in the mood for. It's usually a ribeye. 2.5. Oh, 2 half-pound burgers. Okay. I thought you were saying you ate 2.5 pounds worth of burgers. Damn. That's crazy. I really gotta slow read those. I can't do wings because I would have to eat so many. I could do drumsticks. I could probably put back some drumsticks and some thighs. Carnivore chili recipe. That doesn't have beans in it, does it? Or is it just like the sauce and some ground beef? I don't know how that works. If she posts it, I'll put it up here. No beans. Okay, good. You know what, Mike? I'm not either. When I first started carnivore, I ate everything. I ate seafood, I ate chicken, I ate bacon, I ate everything. And then I had to go lion diet because suddenly chicken was upsetting my stomach, bacon was upsetting my stomach. I couldn't have butter anymore. It would make my nose run and my ears clog up. So yeah, 5 months of lion diet, and oh yeah, and egg whites. I thought it was the whole egg. I didn't know about egg whites at the time. So I just did lion diet for 5 months. Sorry for the ice maker. Super fast healing in those 5 months. It was amazing. Um, and then I started reintroducing foods. I still couldn't handle egg white, but I could eat the yolks. And so I ate a lot of yolks. Still couldn't do chicken, but I could do bacon. Now I can do chicken. And I think my limit on egg whites is 3 whites. So I can have 3 whole eggs, and I usually add 3 more egg yolks to go with that. I did try 4 eggs once, and that was no bueno. So I don't go past 3. Any suggestions for chronic undereater? I'm 99% carnivore. Try to stick to a 20 fat protein. Yeah, my stomach shrank when I was on the plant diet. So I had 3 to 5 meals a day when I first started because that's all I could fit. It wasn't a lot of food, but as time went on, my stomach grew, and I was eating a lot more because Dr. Berry had told me in a Zoom. I had the same question. He said, "Eat until you're stuffed, plus 1 more bite." So even when you can't think you don't think you can fit any more food in you, have 1 more bite. And so I followed that, and then I noticed I was only having 3 meals a day. And then I was having 2 meals a day. And then I was down to 1 meal a day. So I think it's really important in the beginning to nourish your body every time you're hungry. If you are an undereater, you just might need to expand your stomach a little bit. And so I used his eat until you're stuffed plus 1 more bite. And it worked. I eat pretty good now. It happens. I've done that. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Who's little Sam? Oh, your puppy. That's really awesome, Deborah. Yeah, I have the greatest Doberman in the whole wide world. She's over 10 now. In fact, she's about to turn 11. And sometimes I feel bad that I didn't find this way of eating sooner, and that she spent so many years on kibble. She did a couple years ago have to go through breast cancer surgery to have some tumors removed. And I'm pretty sure it was the kibble diet. Now she eats fantastic, completely raw. She gets a fresh egg from the coop with her dinner. She also gets sardines and cod liver. She eats really good. In fact, I've noticed her energy increase, but we can't beat ourselves up because we didn't know any better. But when we do, then just focus on that. I mean, you're nourishing your new puppy, and there's no point in beating yourself up for what we thought was the right thing. And they're really good at convincing us that it's healthy and that it's the right thing. So it's not our fault. Let's see. Lion diet might be my next move. My PSA is through the roof. Haven't followed up with a urologist yet, but need to shrink that prostate. Any advice? Thanks. Yep. I do believe Dr. Berry would say as close to 0 carbs as possible to get that inflammation down. That's exactly what my father is going through, and that's why he's starting carnivore on January 1st. So his is inflamed as well. So I told him up your omega-3s. So he bought some cod liver oil for that. And he's got a couple cans of cod liver. The oil is the backup just in case he doesn't like the actual cod liver. I said it. Something's better than nothing. He likes the cod liver oil, but I told him if you can get it through food, get it through food. Stay as close to 0 carb as you possibly can. Get that inflammation way, way down. And have it checked maybe another 90 days and see if it's improving. But beef, salt, water, I thought that I would struggle with it because, I mean, it sounds really restrictive, but no, that's all I craved. Every single day, I just wanted beef. That's what I wanted. Is it time to go? Okay. All right, guys, I'll take 1 or 2 more questions, and then my husband is hitting the road, so I need to help him pack up his stuff and give him a big hug and a kiss. You know what? Dobermans, I highly recommend. Very protective, will guard you with their lives. 5th smartest dog in the world. We have to spell things in front of her. She's so smart. Yeah, love her to death. Sweetest dog ever. Loves children, loves other animals. She's fantastic.
Loves snacks.
I love snacks. Yeah. What dog doesn't love snacks? But yeah, she's great. And she learned tricks so fast. I mean, 5 minutes. I taught her how to wave in 5 minutes. So now you say hi, say bye-bye. Sit with her little paw. Brilliant dog. Love them to death. But I tell you what, one day on a walk, she turned my butt around. She was growling. It was a really low growl, so I knew she meant business. People walking on the other side of the street on the sidewalk. And she stopped me. She sat down. She refused to move. She waited till they passed. And when they were passed, she turned me around and walked my butt home. And I was like, whatever you say, I'm not going to argue with you. You know best. So, yeah, great dogs. All right, guys, I am not seeing any more questions. Yes, I highly recommend. I like cod liver. Some people would say that it's absolutely horrible. I don't think it's horrible. I think it's good. And the texture is soft, so it's not dry like fish. I love it. And it will be great to see you in the community. So, huzzah. Find me. I'm around. And send me a message and say hi. You have to play with the ice now.
Sorry.
All right. He's getting loud now. I'm going to let you guys go.
I'm stopping.
You hush. And I'm going to do more streams. I know I took a long break, but I'm back in the swing of things. No more holidays. I don't really consider New Year's a holiday. So, but thank you all for coming. And if you have any other questions or you think of one after the live, go ahead and send me a message. I'm always around somewhere close by. And I will get back with you guys. Have a lovely, what is today? Wednesday? Tuesday.
Thursday. Or no.
Is it Thursday? All right. Whatever day it is. I hope you have a good one. And I will talk to you guys later.